Disney World to Dublin for $150. You can go Detroit to New Delhi for about $200. Extraordinarily low prices from the Iceland airline, WOW, which is now launching new routes longer than we would normally expect from a low-cost carrier. I saw for myself the idea of a low-cost carrier and how Iceland is now becoming the hub for much of this change. Icelandic's WOW continued the well-travelled tradition of low-cost airlines choosing silly names to brand the carrier. Hello. Hi. Thank you. Why WOW?
They had the best prices.
This was a good way to get to London, was it?
We'll find out.
It's pretty good. Nice, clean, and not too many bumps until you get to Nova Scotia.
Very good. Okay, now, low cost and long-haul low cost, which is coming in, is not new, but it's the way in which WOW is linking everything through its Reykjavik hub that is interesting. Others have done something similar because the key here is Iceland. And WOW Air is growing rapidly. The first flight to Paris was only 6 years ago. Now it's forecast to carry 3.5 million passengers this year. And if you take those very long flights, for example, the West Coast to India, well, what you're really doing, of course, is going up to Reykjavik and then straight the way down across to New Delhi, or indeed Tel Aviv. The argument being, people are prepared to do it to shorter haul places like London, Amsterdam. Are they prepared to do it for longer haul? Skuli Morgensen is WOW Air's founder and chief executive. Good to see you, sir. Again, thank you very much indeed. So, you know,
thank you.
I guess people have always had to change somewhere. The question is, you know, whether it was in the old days of London, Frankfurt or Amsterdam. Now you're basically saying you can change in Reykjavik and do it for less.
Correct. I think it's quite obvious that if you draw the line, the shortest flight path from Delhi to East Coast, North America, you actually go straight over Iceland. So to use Iceland as a connecting hub makes perfect sense. It allows shorter flight time, less fuel burn, cheaper tickets.
Does it destroy your model and the model of low-cost carriers, which is same aircraft in fleet, which of course you can't really do on these, you have to have larger aircraft, transfer of bags, all the different things that should keep low cost, which could be destroyed by what you're doing?
No, I think the fundamental idea with low cost is also to offer the best possible price, and that's what the consumer wants. So all we have to do is to operate a more efficient airline on the routes that we fly to than the main competition. So if we can do that, we have a sustainable model to offer better prices, and that's what it's all about.
How worried are you about Brexit? I mean, it's getting quite close. You're obviously covered under the umbrella for the EU, but from the UK, what will you do if there's no deal in place?
I would be shocked if there is no deal in place when it comes to aviation. I think it's just a fundamental part of the global community, and to see England becoming isolated in that regard is just, I can't even imagine that.
What's the underlying now currents taking place? You've got EasyJet with a new CEO refining its product. You've got Michael at Ryanair. Problems with unions, problems, but getting the fundamentals of cost right. And you've got the legacies all moving in, whether it's Be Level, whether it's Eurowings. You've got the legacies all encroaching. How does this play out?
So I think that's a testimony to that we have the right model. And so I think for us, it's key to continue to execute on the strategy, go further east, further west, use Iceland as a hub, but also very importantly, to continue to innovate on the ancillary revenue. So our strategy from day one has always been, we think the bare fare is becoming a commodity. So airlines have to innovate to make money from other things beyond just the seat.
Right, and I know you have a premium product, where of course the yield is much greater. Is that something you develop further, or do you just basically recognize, no, we've got a premium economy seat that's better than the bog standard product that we're offering, we're not going to push towards lie flat beds?
No, I think you're absolutely right. So it's all about keeping it simple. We're offering a premium seat. It's becoming very popular on especially the longer routes, naturally so. And we still have a fantastic price point. So you get a premium seating with WOW that is maybe 50% less, 70% less than other premium products in the market. So I think that's going to be very well received. And the key, again, is to keep it simple.
Keep it simple and don't overextend. The world of aviation is littered with the carcasses of airlines that thought they could fly everywhere.
Yeah, well, we settle with Asia, North America, and Europe.
Oh, that's most of the world. Thank you, sir. Good to see you.